This program is made possible through the generous support of Woburn Bowladrome, 32 Montvale Avenue, and on the web at woburnbowl.com. By your community's public access channel, and by your Franklin friends and neighbors, good folks just like you. Thanks for supporting Franklin TV. And thanks for watching.
It is our 11 and under time here on Candlepin New Generation. Small children, big dreams. He's Brian Rowe. I'm Rob Taylor. Where do we go from here? We had an awesome championship match last week, and now we've got some of the best personalities in the game.
Oh, yeah. This is going to be a great couple of weeks, and I love this age group, and hopefully we see some big scores.
So we're seeing a semifinal showdown here. We'll start with my contestants. I've got Katelyn here from Maine. Katelyn, are you ready to go today? How are you feeling?
Good.
Have you been practicing lately? How have you been leading up to this match?
Practicing a lot.
Now, you bowled last year on the show. Anything different this time? Are you any less nervous?
Less nervous, totally.
Awesome. Well, and then you've got your partner here, Walter. Walter, this is your first time on the show, right?
Yeah, this is my first time.
So how are you feeling?
Pretty good.
Any advice you would give Walter since it's his first time on the show?
No, don't be nervous.
Are you nervous, Walter?
No, not really.
Think you can handle this? I think you guys are both going to do great. You guys are going up against the All Academy duo of Julia and Dom. Take them away.
All Academy. Julia, how are you feeling today?
I'm a bit nervous, but still excited.
Why are you nervous?
I don't know.
It's just
Because
bowling.
she's on television, Brian.
It's just bowling.
The lights are
though. It's
on.
still just bowling.
The people are watching.
How have you been bowling lately?
I've been bowling good, like 80s and 90s games.
80s and 90s games? That's better than me.
Yeah, better than me, too.
You going to be able to keep that going today?
Hopefully, I think so.
And you know a lot about your partner here, right?
Yeah, I bowl with him in the league ended, but we bowled together.
Does that help, knowing him bowling together?
Yeah, because knowing how good
A little
he
more
is.
comfortable, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. And then, of course, we have Dom, Mr. Dom. How are you?
Good.
And how you feeling today, bowling-wise?
I'm like nervous, but I'm good to bowl on a TV show.
I don't know why you're nervous. You're a stud at this thing by now. You're cool, calm, and collect.
I'm nervous for other people to just see me. Maybe if I fail, that I'll get lashed or something.
That will not happen. You're too good.
Yeah.
That will not happen. You're too good. How have you been bowling lately?
Pretty good.
Just pretty good? How are you going to bowl today?
Like really good.
Really
That's
good.
what we like to hear. He's going to bowl really good. They're going to bowl really good. I think we're
Everyone's
going to have a really good
bowl
match.
Good. Yeah, me too.
All right, well, let's watch this really good match starting
All right,
now.
here we go, guys.
Really good bowling starts now, and it starts with Julia on lane 38. Go get him, Julia. Julia in the flower hat. That is not an Instagram filter, folks. That is Julia's headband.
About the flower hat. What an idiot.
And Katelyn starts our 11 and unders with a hammer. Big high five from Julia. Not a fan of that. But a huge hammer for Katelyn to set. Julia, meanwhile, just off that headband. Katelyn bowled with us last year.
Yeah.
She is 9 years old, folks, Katelyn Touchette. And she goes by the nickname Tiger.
Wow.
Especially after that hammer.
Meow. Is that a tiger?
This small version of one, right?
What?
Yeah. Julia Jones starts with an 8. She is 11 years old. Julia tried out for the show last year, didn't make it. Tried out again this year, did make it. Practice makes perfect.
Look at these kids.
Well thrown ball right there by Julia. And she picks up a late hammer. 2 boxes, 2 strikes.
The face says it all.
Katelyn leads off with a hammer. Julia follows up with a hammer. And so now Katelyn Touchette. Looking for a big fill here.
Get up.
She'll take that. She'll definitely take that. Nearly swept left. Instead, she gets 6 out of it.
This is phenomenal.
Phenomenal. Katelyn with a very nice 9 there. So an early 25 for Katelyn, an early 18 plus 2 for Julia. And Julia is working on a hammer. Her favorite food is lobster.
Wow. Classy.
Rich tastes for an 11-year-old. My favorite food was ketchup at 11. So Julia off the head
Favorite
pin.
food was ketchup, but you think pizza's overrated.
Hey, man.
You're the worst.
Julia looking to drop a spare on that strike. A little to the left. She'll take a nice 9 fill.
I'll take a 9 all day. Katelyn's favorite food. This is why I love the younger kids. French fries.
French fries. Who doesn't love a good French fry?
Yeah, no, I love a French fry.
French fries, I feel, are properly rated as a good but not great food. Tough 3 for Katelyn. Julia with a 10. Julia out to a strong 37 start through 3. Her average is 81. She is well on pace for that.
Favorite school subject, writing,
From
Katelyn. Yeah.
Oh, excellent.
I miss when writing was a school subject.
Yeah, well, hey, she can write some of our jokes for some of the future episodes because I feel like we may be running out. Katelyn off the headpin.
You may be running out. I'm an endless tank of jokes.
Julia just off. She'll look for a big out. Nice bid by Katelyn. Julia qualified for the tournament with a 262. Katelyn was right behind her at 241. And the number 1 seeded Savannah Clifford tossed a 280. We will see her and partner Dylan Tufts next week.
Wow. 280.
280 with a big 105 game on there for Savannah Clifford. So the top seed.
105. Was that the high?
That was. That was. So our ladies enter their 5th box. This will be their last one. And the question we are all wondering right now, Brian, is will they stop?
I sure hope not.
Buried by Jones.
You got Mark Ricci in the back, roading it, going, one more.
Okay, that's good. That's good. We'll take it. Mark Ricci, the father of son Dominic Ricci, who we will see next. Julia, the son of Pro Bowler Jason Jones. We got a lot of rich polling pedigrees here. What a shot by Julia! Puts the 5 into the 10 expertly. And that 11-year-old goes into the half with 56 and a ball.
She ain't sitting. She's like, I'm still bowling.
If I'm Julia, I'm not sitting either. I'm just hijacking this show, making it the Julia Jones show. Nice out by Katelyn as well. 56-42 the score right now. Have a seat, ladies. 56 and a ball for Julia Jones. What a start.
I mean, I couldn't do it.
Same. She hands it off to Dominic Ricci.
Must be the flowers.
Why didn't I wear flowers on the show? That would have been so intimidating. People would have quaked in fear at the 16-year-old guy wearing the flowers on his head. Dominic, age 8, but still in his 3rd season of Candlepin New Generation contestanthood.
Dominic is like the next Michaela, like the boy Michaela.
Yeah.
Like he'll be 13.
10 years from now, he'll be.
Did you see that ball flip?
He'll be 12.
Oh,
no, I did not. His opponent, Walter Hardy, age 11.
Oh, it's good.
Dom picks up the 10. We'll see if he
He's
notices.
late.
He can't roll one down the gutter. And he will. Go ahead, Dom. Dom selecting the ball carefully.
Yeah.
And tosses it down the gutter to clear that wood. When there is a wood that cannot be cleared, Jess Stockton will be running the pins down at our left here, doing score for us.
You know who I bet she's better than?
The late to William Bloom the third.
Oh, he's not late.
When I say late, I mean he's just.
Yeah, he's still here.
Well, he showed up late and then he left.
Early.
He is alive, we assume.
Yeah, well, maybe not.
This will be really dark if tragedy happens, but
yeah.
Matt edited this out.
That'll be really bad.
I'm sure everything's fine. Dominic, the 8-year-old, is
we got lights falling over
opponent
here.
Walter, 11. We've got fallen lights. Mayhem happening in the background, but our contestants are unfazed by it. They're going to let it go. We're getting a thumbs up from Bill, the camera guy. Again,
Thanks,
Dominic
Bill.
and Walter, unfazed. Bill gives us a nice little smile. Folks at Franklin have been doing great work for us all of the past 5 weeks that they have come to Academy Lanes. Big 9 by Walter, tough 4 by Dominic. Walter Hardy is a native of Leo's Super Bowl in Rowley, Massachusetts. His proudest bowling accomplishment is he threw a 111 once. He does note on the sheet it was in practice.
I like that. I like noting that.
Complete honesty,
you know.
complete transparency.
Well,
way government should be.
High single for a 103.
Right, so he didn't want us to get confused or anything. Dominic's got a high single of 130. He bowls out of Academy Lanes as well as Riverwalk Lanes in Amesbury, Mass, and he tosses a spare. Dominic, and he kind of dusts his hands off. Walter, meanwhile, plays the wood, bold call. Gives it a chance, doesn't cover him
The last 10
off.
Dom guy, he was like, what?
Dom, one of the biggest personalities in Candlepin New Generation, which is great when he's 8. I mean, we just got to hope that grows. He's got some Hunter Johnson-esque.
He's gonna, I feel like He's gonna be a talker one day. For sure.
I hope so. I absolutely. Well, when you come from
Or
the
he might
blood of
blow our
Mark
show off
Ricci.
because he's too good.
That's true. Join the pro circuit at 13.
Yeah, exactly. Make Boudreaux cry.
Dominic Ricci at 24 and a ball. He adds 2 to it, bringing him to 26. That ties him with opponent Walter.
How old's Dom?
8.
Blue.
And his proudest bowling accomplishment is making New Gen at age 4. So this might be his 4th season, Brian. It's all just blending together to me now. But 4 seasons of Dominic Ricci.
I feel like there's a season that he
Didn't make it, maybe? That might be it.
I think he said, I'm out of here. After being on Messin.
It's all, yeah.
Yeah. He got too big.
Tough 5 for Walter.
What else we got about Walter over here? Favorite food? Lasagna.
Lasagna. Very nice. I never liked lasagna, actually. I said nice as a pleasantry. I dislike lasagna.
I don't even know you.
Like, there's some good specialty lasagnas that I enjoy, but I just feel like it's kind of bland. Like, it's the risotto cheese, right? Which has,
there's like so much going on.
There's no
sauce,
flavor in
there's
risotto cheese. Have you ever had risotto cheese where you're like, oh, wow, that is oozing with flavor? No, it's bland.
Because I've never had risotto cheese on its own because I'm not a psychopath.
I mean, the pasta has no taste. The risotto cheese has no taste. It's all up to the pasta sauce. You got good tomato sauce, it's good. But in that case, just give me tomato sauce. Dominic gives me an 8. Walter gives me a nice little 9. They go into the half at 42-40. Dominic in favor, and he is handing off a nice little lead to Julia Jones. And so Julia Jones, remember, is filling a spare right now with a 16-pin lead, 16 plus the mark. So that makes it 22. Katelyn on the head pin.
Oh,
trying to get a 6 to tumble. She does. Katelyn Touchette with her 2nd mark of the game.
These kids are not disappointing.
Not at all, no. There's sometimes a little drop off to the 11 and unders. These are not.
Picking right up where the championship show left
Beautiful
off.
10 by Julia Jones.
A little too much clapping for each other. A little too many high fives.
It's almost like they're happy to be here, Brian, and that grosses me out. I want them all business, all focus, all intensity. Trash talk. Try to throw the other off. Air horns. Touchette looking to chip away into the 22-pin deficit. She knocks 4 off it, bringing it to 18. Julia, meanwhile, back on the head pin. A tough little split, though.
Not in my eyes, Rob.
That's an easy one for you, the old 5, 9, 10?
Oh, I didn't see the 10.
Ah, yes. Brian, of course, has the obstructed view seats here at Candlepin New Gen.
Okay, get what you pay for.
Which was 0, so.
Yeah.
Woburn actually sponsored us to be here, so.
Yeah.
And that sponsorship money is going towards the $500 triple strike pool. So if a contestant tosses a triple strike, they're going home with $500. We have had 2 triple strikes in Candlepin for Kids history, one of which was on Nesson by an 11-year-old, Cole Fry, at the time.
That's true. That's true. Who was the second one?
Mike Pelchat. No, the other one. Michael McGinty.
Oh,
Michael McGinty
right.
tossed the triple, each of which has the show's high single, 167. Cole and McGinty both tossed a 167. The combined doubles high score is, I think, 268. That's by Reno Jr., who was my chief rival on the show 10 years ago.
I think he was everyone's chief rival.
That's true. And
because he usually won.
I still choose not to talk to him because of the rivalry.
Yeah.
Nothing. He's a great guy. Very much enjoy hanging out with him back in the day. Steve, if you're watching this, thanks for watching. I feel like I handled that well. The difference seems to be around 20-ish. Jess nods and says it's 20.
Ish.
No-ish, it's 20.
Oh, okay.
So that's good, so we know that. Our ladies have 2 boxes remaining. Julia at 90 through 8. 90, Brian.
High single?
Julia's high single is 129.
Show off.
It's gonna need a couple more marks to catch that. Katelyn looking at a brutal split here. She goes for the pins like a pro. Squeaks a little right. Julia, meanwhile, picks up 3.
You got anything good over there?
Let's see here. Julia Jones. Favorite song, Rockabye.
I hate that we don't know what they're writing anymore.
So I actually know Rockabye.
Oh, boy.
And I've got issues with it.
Oh, boy.
It's just a nursery rhyme set to a rap, which I find weird. The chorus is like Rockabye baby, rockabye. 21 the difference now. The chorus is just Rockabye baby. What's next? I don't want a rap version of Humpty Dumpty featuring Ariana Grande. Like,
you don't want that? Like, say it out loud one more time.
I don't want that. I don't want Humpty Dumpty raps. Julia squeaks through the center. She drops 3. She's at 98 through 9. 79 for Katelyn Touchette, which is not a bad string at all either.
No.
Katelyn Touchette's average 74. She's already above that. Another object pin for Julia. Not much to show for it. And Touchette here has a nice little chance to knock that lead down under 20.
I like to call her Touche.
Katelyn Touche. Ooh, I like that too.
Yeah.
8 for Touche.
Touche.
4 for Julia. Tough finish of a great string. 102 to 87.
High fives all
By
around.
Julia Jones. Nice job. So now they hand it off to the gentleman. 17 pins the difference.
In favor of?
In favor of Dominic and Julia. So Walter, the newcomer, has to chip into a 17-pin deficit. Dom a little off. And as we go into our last stretch here, we remember one of the best episodes in Candlepin for Kids history. All season we've been paying tribute to episode 1007 back in season 10. It is our most viewed episode with over 145,000 views. And each week we are reading a comment from that episode. This week's comment comes from... Can't read that one. Can't read that one. We'll go with Bartowicks Joseph, who cites at 21:16, I made the quote that when our contestant hit the high-low jack that they made a shot that legends can't make. He writes, makes a shot, quote, legends can't make. Who is a legend at this? I couldn't read the last word. Thanks for watching, Joseph. Thank you for following Candlepin New Generation
This is a kid show, people.
on YouTube. Walter now, trying to cut into this deficit. He started with a half Worcester, a little off there. Walter qualified with a 236, Dominic a 239.
I think you should have just said the whole quote and made Matt get out of the bleep button.
Oh yeah, we haven't put Matt to the test too much.
Make sure he's not sleeping while he's editing these.
We hope you're doing a good job, Matt. We appreciate all the work you do.
We wouldn't know
for the
if
show,
you're not here.
for the kids. And so Walter, looking for a mark, looking for the first mark of his Candlepin for Kids career. It's 15 pins the difference right now. Candlepin New Generation, man, I gotta slap myself for that.
Yeah, it's okay.
So Dominic can really stretch this with a big mark.
What's up, Pine Tree?
We've got some of our 15 to 18-year-olds starting to gather around for their matches, which we will watch in 2 weeks. The 11 and unders compete in a mini bracket because they are mini people. I'm kidding. They're full people.
I think
Just
the
in mini
politically correct
packages.
term is little people.
Walter with 8.
By the way, there's a bowling match going on.
Dominic with 7, and we're calling that match. Brian, 14 pins the difference, so we've hit a little lull in the marks here, but Walter with 1 mark can turn this into a single pin match. Walter with a respectable 62 through 8. Dom with 61. Walter in his debut New Generation match. He's got an average of 77, which he is on pace to beat. And he throws that Celtics bowling ball right into the 3-pin. Celtics, of course, in the midst of a strong season featuring superstar Kevin Durant. At a record of 40 and 8 as they go in to a big series this week against the East-leading Portland Trailblazers.
Not even.
There's a big rearrangement over the offseason. We certainly weren't taping this 5 months ago. Nice 10 for Walter. And so a Dom miss here knocks the difference to 10. Okay, so it's a 10-pin match.
10 pins. There can only be 1.
So a spare strike by Walter, a 10 by Dom. We have our 3rd tie in 4 weeks. That's what I'm rooting for.
I can't handle it.
Walter.
Get up. Get up.
Veers a little right. So Dom with a chance to put this away with a mark. Nice pitch by Dom. Walter needs this to stay alive, and it veers right. So Dominic, Ricci, and Julia Jones will be advancing to our championship match against Savannah Clifford and Dylan Tufts. Still a very respectable performance by newcomer Walter Hardy. At age 11, he'll be moving up to the 12 to 14s next season, where I think we're going to see some good things out of him. So Dom has a chance to throw the victory ball here. And that'll do it for this match. 80-74. Walter wins the battle, but not the war, as Dominic, Ricci, and Julia Jones advance to our championship match. We'll talk to the two of them right now.
We have just been informed that risotto is rice. So thanks to our cameraman for keeping us honest.
I don't usually have rice in my lasagna.
That's on me. Someone who doesn't need to keep honest is Dom. Dom, how do you feel up there?
Not so good of how I was bowling.
Yeah, you struggled a little bit to figure it out. What do you think you got to make adjustments with?
Just throwing a 74 is not usual for me.
So, well, you still got away with it because of the strong performance from your partner. What was it like watching her get out to that big early start?
I think that she'll do like really good against my friends, especially since she threw a strike on the second box.
Yeah, that was absolutely huge. And so now, any adjustments you're going to make between the show as you try to go into our next week in the championship?
I'll try to do a lot better than just a 74.
I think you got it in you, Dom. So Dom's ready to do a little bit better. We got to talk to Julia. I don't know if she can do better.
Yes, Miss Julia Jones, a 102. How you feel about it?
I think I did really good. I'm very proud of it.
You should be. I think you did really good,
huge
too.
game.
You got the strike in the second after your opponent threw one in the first. Did that, like, settle the nerves down a little bit?
Yeah, because I saw her get the strike, and, like, it didn't get me more nervous, but, like, I felt like, so then when I got the strike, it really helped me out.
You looked really excited when you threw it, that's for sure.
I couldn't believe it the pin fell. I didn't expect it to.
So what are you going to do to keep going the good bowling?
Well, calm myself down. Don't be nervous. Just stay confident.
Yeah, and are you excited to bowl in the championship match?
Yes, I'm very excited.
I'm excited, too.
I'm excited. It's going to be an all-academy finals showdown, which is going to be interesting.
That's a monopoly.
It's just like Monopoly. You're not allowed to have it. The antitrust law.
Yeah,
it probably doesn't
exactly.
exist 6 months from now. So won't even worry about it. Forget 6 months from now. You better be tuning in next week to see these two go up against our #1 seeds in the championship match.
Which our special guest will be coming to because he wasn't available for this
week.
guest. Yes,
We're
that's
doing
right.
big market teases here, so don't you dare miss our championship. Coming to you from Woburn Bowladrome and brought to you by FranklinTV. He's Brian Rowe. I'm Rob Taylor. You've been watching Candlepin New Generation.
This program is made possible through the generous support of Woburn Bowladrome, 32 Montvale Avenue, and on the web at woburnbowl.com, by your community's public access channel, and by your Franklin friends and neighbors, good folks just like you. Thanks for supporting Franklin TV. And thanks for watching.